So what I've done here is gone back to our prediction spreadsheet, and I've changed our third building from Town Hall to Arsenal, adjusted the points, and we need to adjust the Arsenal rating. 5 per day, great. And now I've plugged in the bank as our fourth building. Now this follows along the lines of the plan I'd outlined on the wiki, and I'm just kind of doing this in real time, so we'll see how it pans out. Now, what I've put in here, now what this is going to do is it's going to lower our CPs a little bit here, and I've also have speculated by what we're going to be able to do is get our next building up to speed, and what I've chosen is the wall for the next building. Now maybe this could be the bathhouse, maybe this could be something else. We're just going to run the numbers in this case here, and then we can decide in our own imaginations if maybe we could make it work any other way. So again, we still have our speculated CPs for the end of the first period, our 50 citizens here. That's 2.5 donations per active citizen. So again, we're still relying on the people with the higher level housing to start to make 3 donations, the people with the lower level housing to make 2 donations in order to make this happen. So we can make sure that those lower level houses do make it to level 8, because again, once we are now on day 119 after the attack, everybody's in theory at level 8, so this is why the calculations become a little easier. We don't have to split it up between 2 types of citizens. Okay, so we now have a wall built, our CPs are up by 5, our arsenals are making our donations here, and everything else seems to be in line here. So we fast forward to the end. Now keep in mind that it's still taking us 44 days to build our houses from level 8 to level 12. So it's still taking us the entire period to do this. So this means we're basically going to have our houses all upgraded right around the end of the period here. Some people sooner than others, which means we're not going to have a lot left over for guard donations, except through the bonus income that we earn, because this is again not including any bonus income that we earn. So by the time we figure out what kind of, I know before we needed to make about 7 donations per active citizen. Now, because we have the wall, let's see what we need to do. 254 donations, so approximately 5 donations per active citizen. So we've saved 2 donations there, and the wall that we built, which probably have cost us 90 donations, is only repaying us 50 donations to this point. So it's kind of a net loss for this period, but again, we're looking at how much we're going to be saving again in the next period as well, which is going to be at least this, if not more. So it is going to pay for itself in the long run, and hopefully we'll get a couple more walls able to be built. So now what remains to be seen is can we afford 5 donations? That's 15 resources. 30 resources or 10 donations per active citizen. So that's plenty to make the 5 donations we need to cover the guard, or to cover our arsenal donations. But we got to keep in mind that we may not get that from everybody. So again, this just barely squeezes us by, and we could probably make it a little easier on ourselves by not building the wall and paying more in guard donations. But again, we're going to save 90 by not building the wall and only spend 50. So it does hurt us down the road, but it does give us a little bit of a safety buffer here. And honestly, I can't predict how that's going to be until we're closer to the first attack to make that recommendation. But what I can recommend wholeheartedly is if we really want to make it to level 12 housing by the time we make it to the second attack, which is somewhat questionable. There's no point in being at level 12 in the last few days before the attack, because we're really not earning a lot of bonus resources. We could really stop at around level 11 and give ourselves a little more breathing room, or maybe even level 10 and add in the bathhouse or what have you. with the idea that right after the attack we're going to be at a level 11. Maybe we're hoarding some coins or what have you. Maybe we build the second level of the bank. But I just honestly don't think we can factor in town hall as a building, not to do with anything because of the income it's generating, but because we simply just don't have a lot of time to get these buildings in if we want to achieve a high level of housing by the second attack. And again, the reason we're doing that is because then everybody is going to be producing 2 resources every day, 4 out of 5 days, which is essentially almost all the time. So it's a great income earner for us to go ahead and do some power building on buildings here. Because once we're at this second attack, and if we need a few days to achieve level 12, that's it for building. We don't have to spend another dime on building houses until the 4th attack, until the end of the period. Just get to level 13, so we have our carryover to the next season. Or for those that want to get to level 15 and guarantee their 2 resources a day, that's their prerogative. We can debate the merits or the worthwhileness of that at the time. Anyway, so that is my projection. Again, this does not speak to the other values that Town Hall brings in terms of producing more revenue in order to create more incentives for people to do other things in the town. We still get 12 gold. It's not like we're not getting gold. We're just not getting 24 gold. We're just only getting 12. We still have revenue to work with here. You came along with this ride for me. Hopefully, people can give me feedback and let me know what they think. But I just don't see where we can afford not to, again, with the objective being that we're getting a high level of housing much earlier so we can do great things in the 3rd and the 4th period. I don't see where the town hall can fit in. If we do fit it in, we're going to have to lower our housing expectations for the 2nd period. We're probably going to have to cap it at least level 10, and then maybe we can also afford another building. Maybe it doesn't have to be the wall. Maybe it's the bathhouse, and then we can make some ground up doing it like that. But that's going to be another 20 minutes of projections, and I think this has been over an hour already. So let's leave it at that. Again, my recommendation, if our goal is to make a good run at the end of this season, we're going to need to be high level housing by the 2nd attack, at least. If we can't make 12, at least 11 perhaps, so we can be 12 a few days after the attack, and that's going to require us to, I believe, advance the arsenal next, and then put the bank in. I mean, really, the bank could be next and the arsenal can be next. It doesn't affect the donations all that much. I mean, I do feel we really needed the arsenal back to back, on the 2nd day here. But I do also think the extra gold from the library is going to kind of make up for that. It doesn't reflect well. It shows that we have less donations, but it also doesn't show that we made that extra gold. So anyway, but I do think arsenal and bank before the attack. Let's get another building going before the attack happens, and I think it's going to need to be the wall, but I could be wrong on that. And like I said, we can look at that, as we approach here. But I don't know what more I can say. Thanks for listening. You can wake up now. I'm done.